Like
recording?
that.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Snap.
I thought you were gonna.
Hey guys, another episode of what is this podcast called?
This is just
Insurance,
the hustle.
Health Insurance Hustlers. I'm here with Brad Hannon today, the one and only. He came into town to see us, so
This is Tupelo.
It's good to have you, man.
What's going on, brother?
Not much.
Look, insurance sucks. I just make it suck less.
All right, hey, so we're rolling. Welcome to the Health Insurance Hustlers podcast. Today, I can't do the Brad Lee, can I? Yeah, I'll do it because my name's Brad, right? I got a real treat for you folks. This guy right here, you might recognize him as Justin Brock's brother, Johnny Brock. But I'm telling you, this guy is making a name for his damn self. Am I right?
I tried to.
You had a big AEP, right?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. I want to hear about that AEP for sure. But we were just talking before we went live. I mean, it took Eric forever to hit the record button.
Right.
We had so much good material. Man, I wish we would have got that good material on, but we'll kind of rehash it. So anyways, we were talking before we went live. Speaking of going live, here, will you go live on Facebook for a little bit? Just go live on the group here. We'll just roll with it.
I'm all about some live. Have y'all seen the Massive Gains podcast yet? You haven't? I guess we're not doing a good job. I'll show you later.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, cool.
I've seen it. I love. Dude, you guys were live for like 2 hours the other day. You and Steven.
It was a good time.
You
good
and
time.
Steven were.
We have fun, man. It's like a creative outlet.
So we're gonna do the same thing right now. We're just gonna have some fun. But we were talking before we started recording. Yeah, I remember when the first time I met Justin, he actually came here. Love when people are cutting the grass right out the window, you know. Yeah. The first time I met Justin, he came here, and we were actually talking about you because I said, man, I'd love to get my brother insurance. He said the same thing about you, and then fast forward like a year later, and you were jumping in. You know, at that point in time, you were jumping in. You were excited. I remember meeting you at 8% Nation. Had a lot of fun. But man, I didn't expect you to tear it up the way you did right out of the gate. So first of all, I want to talk about what was it that sparked the transition, right, to make that leap, and then I want to get into, of course, how'd you hit the ground running the way you did.
Well, for me, the transition was sparked really when I always knew I was meant for bigger things. I used to do a lot of dumb shit, hang out with a lot of wrong people. Haven't
we all?
Yeah. And
we still do.
Yeah, sometimes we get around them and we're like, why am I even here?
Right.
But seriously, I would hang out with the wrong people. The transition really happened, to be honest, at 8% when I was basically just recording my brother, getting some shots of it.
Yeah.
I was still working in either a factory or landscaping or in the as a cook.
Bouncing around
wherever's working, right? And then I went and I met people like you. I met Eric. I met Eric Fierro. I actually had dinner with Nick Micheletti, Eric Fierro, Ted Gray, Justin, and Steven. It was a lunch during the event, and I just wanted to be a part of something more than I knew I wanted to be a part of something more than some basic ass average shit.
Right.
So I saw the opportunity and I knew I could do it. The original plan was to do home and auto, so get involved in home and auto.
That, yeah.
And kind of be the home and auto guy for Bobby Rock Insurance. But as time came on,
then you realize how bad home and auto sucks. Sorry, Joe.
Sucks.
Sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
Ain't even no damn money in it.
It's
just like health insurance.
Well, it's one thing about it. One thing I do know is I want to get somebody and get with Justin and get somebody to do it. Right. There's so much opportunity there with that book. But yeah, I mean, it really boiled around just wanting to be more than average,
right?
Which was a natural state for me. But getting around the right people, I just realized you are who you surround yourself with. Get out of the bullshit life. It took another year for me to kind of filter everybody out, and I started selling home and autos 6 or 7 months later, and then August came around, and we had a huge Medicare Advantage expansion.
Right.
Huge. And I went to that meeting. I was still selling home and auto. Had not gotten my health and life insurance license yet.
Right.
And he said $539 for a true up, and I was hooked. And then residual income. It's just
we might be talking to some health insurance hustlers here under 65.
That's all right, guys.
What's a true up?
So a true up is when a Medicare Advantage plan has the client, the beneficiary has never had a Medicare Advantage plan before. So they're on original Medicare or they have a supplement and a drug plan. They go from that to a Medicare Advantage plan. You get twice as much as your renewals.
How many of those you sell this year?
170-ish.
Eric's got
this whole year?
AEP.
AEP 170 or so, about 245 for the whole year.
True ups?
No. How many true ups?
Yeah, how many true ups?
I don't keep track.
You don't keep track of them?
Go.
But we could say maybe half of them?
I would say at least
A little less than half?
Not half, because
I don't have my calculator to figure that out, but if you're at home watching 170 divided by 2, multiply that by 5.
About 5. I think this year it's like 585 next year, some crazy.
Ridiculous, dude.
But that's street level.
Right.
Johnny Brock is LOA under Justin Brock. So Justin gets all the fat change. He kicks me a little side every now and then. So.
We got to talk about that. Remind me to bring that up because it's something. I mean, man, especially talking to Medicare agents, LOA is like the devil, know, sometimes, and I think it's just so far from the truth when you can actually provide a ton of value and stuff. But I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. Don't go down that rabbit hole. We won't come back in a while, but the transition, I want to go back to, like, you made the leap, right? And somebody might have missed it, but I picked it up. It happened at an event.
Yeah, it was an event, for sure.
So, like,
100%. 8% changed a lot for me.
And so is events a big part of
I believe,
what you do?
I 100% believe that, it just boils down to, I actually had something I posted yesterday that Grant Cardone said it, if you're as obsessed as you say you are, you need to be around as many people that are obsessed as possible. So when you go to events like that, you're just getting away from the average that you're around all the time, because everybody's around average all day. It just happens.
Right.
And you get away from that and you get around people that are, they got a different mindset.
Yeah.
And it changes you a little bit. For me, I was not going there I was going there to party. I had $19.
Did you get any of that done too? Huh? Did you get any partying done?
Yeah, dude. I can't talk about that.
We'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, it was. There was a photo floating around. Have you seen the photo?
I don't think. Oh yeah, I think I have seen the photo. I was
real happy.
Yeah, you were super happy. Yep. You were happy about pig and shit, right? Yeah. Good times.
It was too much alcohol, man. Yeah. I'm a little guy. I shouldn't drink as much as sometimes I do. So I'll try to stay away from that now.
Anyways, man, you made the leap, and one thing I just noticed, you might not know. Other arm. Look at this. Look at this.
Sharks.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like the same damn shark in the same damn position and everything.
The next move for me is to get a whale.
Hell yeah.
Because we take whale-sized action. We do. All of us do. But we actually have, in the office, we have posters that say take whale-sized action. And that's something we're big about. So I'm going to do a whale on this arm as well.
Is it going to have a big San Diego too?
A whale's maybe. Possibly.
Only some will get it.
I haven't decided.
I was telling Johnny, if I've told a lot of people, but 2022, I saw Tyler Reese do this. Shout out to Tyler, love Tyler. I saw somebody else I was talking to. I think it was one of my pastor at the church that I go to was talking about a word, right, for the year, right? So. It didn't, I believe a lot of things you don't really have to put a lot of thought into. Sometimes things just come to you, right? Be it a higher power, be it your subconscious mind, whatever it is. And for 2022, this might come as a shock to you and to anybody watching, but my word is fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun.
You should.
You
deserve to have fun.
I'm going to make this enjoyable. Damn it. Justin Brock calling during the middle of... Man, I'm doing a damn Facebook Live. I got your brother here. We're doing a podcast, and you just interrupted. But I gotta answer just for the video because it's just funny now. I'll call you back in a little bit. See ya. We're still live. Look, there's behind the scenes. Behind the scenes.
So Justin. He did that on purpose.
Yeah, of course he did. Shout out to Justin Brock.
Shout out to Justin Brock.
Yeah, no doubt. But love the guy, man. And honestly, that's where a lot of the stuff started for me. A lot of stuff, watching him, Cody, doing the things. I have no problem giving credit where credit's due. And I saw the ability to, reach a lot of people and just give a lot of value. And I'll be honest, man, it's harder than it looks. Like, it's harder than it looks getting behind this camera or getting in front of this camera, pumping out content on days you don't want to. It's just like picking up a phone sometimes when you don't want to. Eric can attest to some days I don't want to do this, but that's why, man, 2022, all about having fun.
I'm not big on the content creation. It's not my thing. Justin and Sid and the team over there, Jeff and Jacob, they're doing a freaking awesome job. They're only going to keep doing better. But for me, for the next foreseeable future years, I'm going to just
keep your head down.
Keep my head down, write business, and I do love helping agents. So I love helping agents. I think that.
And you said you're going to be starting to build a team and stuff too, helping the recruiting process.
It's about
the bigger team.
It's about just building relationships, trying to reach as many people as I can. Because there's a ton of people out there that need some guidance, need some help, and I don't call them and say, "Hey, you want to move your contracts?" It's more of just I just want to build the relationship with them, and I want them to know that I'm not trying to just. I'll provide value, build a relationship, and have a great relationship with somebody that's not in our business.
No doubt.
So it's just about, you never know what's going to happen later in the road. You continue to just have that provide value, build relationships mindset. I feel like that's going to be the best way to go.
I love that. I love that. You said it earlier about 8%, that event you went to, and then you got around a bunch of people, and you're a big believer in getting around people that are not average, and that's why you're here today. Not here physically. It's not a pat on my back.
Well,
you said you come down to Tampa to get around Lodi and Eric DeJean. So you're practicing what you preach, right? Like, if that's important to you, you're doing it. And you were just here not too long ago.
I am the real.
You are the real. I don't know. They call me the real.
They do. When I told them I was coming here, they said the real Brad Hannon.
I love those guys, man. And I if I want to have more fun next year in 2022, I probably should hang out with those guys more often. They're only an hour down the road, and I don't get to see them that much. But you're living the bachelor life. You just up and come to Tampa, having an 8-week-old, man. I'm not an excuse guy.
No,
that's a fucking excuse.
That's a good excuse. I'm not big on. Not practicing what you preach.
So what's that like? What's that look like? Because you're doing Medicare, and you do some life and stuff like that too. But like, ultimately, I guess what I'm trying to say is you do things one way, and I know for sure Ryan does things, Lodi does things another way, right? Like you do things similar. There's probably some similarities, but you do things differently. So what's that like, getting around somebody that's doing things differently? Are you trying to come down here to look for like one thing that maybe you can change? You just trying to come down here just for a change of pace? Like, what's
change of pace? So what happens is I'll get comfortable, just like everybody.
Yeah.
And when I come out here, last time it helped me. Mm-hmm. I went back and I felt like a bum for 2 reasons. Because I came out here and got around people that were all about push, bang, shove, baby, let's go, And then I went back and I realized I had not really worked my ass off as much as I really wanted to. So it's something, I think it's like a subconscious thing I do where I'll want to go somewhere because while I'm there, like while I'm here, while I'm driving, while I'm in my room, I'm thinking, damn, am I slacking right now?
Yeah.
And that's a good, I guess that my inner Johnny's telling me that, right? Which is a good thing. But, that's really the main reason I do it is because I know when I go back, I'm going to kick ass.
Yeah. How often do you lie to yourself when you, and obviously sometimes you don't really know, but how often do you find yourself lying to yourself where you're like, man, I told myself I was working hard, but in reality, I got more.
All the time.
All the time?
All the time,
See, that's one thing, and the reason I asked that question is I kind of teed it up. So I see there's a massive difference between successful people and people that are not so successful, and their ability to be real with themselves or level with themselves, or I guess you can call it self-awareness, right? Like some people are just so not self-aware that they'll, cut out at 2:00 in the afternoon and, make a couple sales and let off the gas pedal or whatever it looks like. They totally just are not real with them. Like, hey man, you can hit it harder. Well, no man, I put everything I had out there. Like,
no, you didn't.
Come on, man. You telling me that, or are you trying to tell yourself that?
I actually make jokes about that situation. Like, I'll have, it'll be 12 o'clock, and I'll have 3 or 4 MAs and a couple hips, and I'm like, I could go home.
Could knock off for the day.
I could go
right?
home, but what am I gonna do? When I go home, I have
Drink
no
beers,
kids,
hang
I
out
have
with your
no
dog.
wife. Drink a freaking beer and hang out with Loki. Like, Loki's good. I'm at the office. I'm trying to, just it's a lot about the culture.
Yeah.
It's just about being here, being at the office, being around the people that work with us. Like I told my mom, I'm going to Charlotte for Christmas. And she's
What's in
like,
Charlotte?
My mom lives in Charlotte.
Okay.
I have some family out there.
Okay,
Kyle
okay.
Cocott and Brandon Cocott, shout out. I'm going to go see them as well. But I told her, I was like, I'm not trying to leave Monday and come. Like, I don't want to be gone the whole week when we're already taking half a week off.
Right.
So I told her, I was like, I'm coming Wednesday. I want to be around my team Monday and Tuesday.
Talking next week? Or
Yeah, this coming Monday.
Okay.
And I'm also going out of town. I'm out of town this week. And, like I'm a homebody really. And that's another reason I come. I come out here because like I was talking to Tempest on the way here. I'm not big. I love home. I love the people. I love my city.
These Brock boys are proud of Tupelo.
Tupelo's only getting
Trying to
better.
bring people into Tupelo.
Tupelo's only
Actually,
getting better.
you've successfully brought some people. How many agents you guys got working with you now that have come from an out of town location and moved in town? I know you got at least one, right?
Who do we have? We've got a few right. Honestly, most of that interest is happening now.
Right.
I've got people in Idaho and Tennessee and a Texas agent that want to come out and see if it's a good fit. Which I'm going to do the insurance hype house next year.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I want to talk about that.
I'm super stoked about it. So it's not going to be a house. It's going to be for the first year. It's going to be a downtown studio apartment.
Okay.
So we're going to bring people in, and I'm going to let them stay there. First 3 months are free. The whole year may be free, but I don't know, really, to be honest with you. But at first we're going to let people come in, stay, train with us. They'll do a experience, like I'll have you ever seen the reality shows where they go into the closet and they talk to the camera? Like I want them to have like a.
That sounds like a cool reality show, though.
You've never seen.
I'm gonna bash my head on this.
I know
shelf.
you've seen.
Big Brother.
What's the
Big Brother? Okay.
What's the Jersey Shore?
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. So
they go into the closet.
Yeah, and they
but it's not-
record
but it's
themselves.
not- But I never knew it was a closet. I thought it was just a
I didn't know
second
what it was
room.
either. I just think it's a closet. I don't know for sure. But I want to
In
have
Johnny's
them,
head, they're in a closet.
Yeah, it looks like a freaking closet.
Right.
But I want to have them, a camera in their room. Let them turn it on.
Man, that is cool.
And kind of share their experience there.
That is cool.
And then just do it. Have said whoever cut it up and put a real good hype
freaking
house.
reality TV show.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
So
We got to do something to make insurance suck less, right?
Yep.
Because
it does get boring.
We got to have some fun.
That's what I told Steven on our podcast. I was like, I don't want to be talking about Medicare all the time. Like, let's talk about some bullshit. I get bored.
Let's talk about some bullshit. I love it, man. I watch this. Well, I don't watch it, but I watched a couple of times this crypto guy. He's sponsored by like beer companies, or he'll get like the episode sponsored by beer companies. I'm like, man, that sounds like a good deal. I want to just have. I don't need to make any money off my podcast. Just get a free 12-pack or something of whatever IPA. And drink a beer while on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know? That's all I want to do. Just have some fun.
Especially if they send it to you for free.
Right, exactly. So 2022 is all
I don't know
about
why they wouldn't.
fun. So you got this insurance hype house. You're bringing people in for 90 days. They're agents of yours already. This is an opportunity because they're mentioned recruiting. Like
some of them are going to be. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know Taylor Brown came down not long ago. He's getting under us, and we're kind of, I think I'll probably bring him out. And I don't know if it'll be 90 days. I think we can get out. I think we can get you right.
But if it's a
30
studio,
days.
what are you going to have, like 10 cots in there? What if you got 10
No.
people there at the same time?
That's not going to happen, Brad. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have one person
only
stay
one
in
at a
there.
time?
If everything is successful and we, have a vision for it and we build it out more, we'll probably, go in and just get a house or something.
Because now I'm thinking of a TV show. I'm thinking like insurance hype house.
It should be.
Like a reality
It
TV
could
show
be.
where like we put, and you might want to just get the house, right, Justin? Buy the house.
Just buy the house, Justin.
Buy the house, a big house too, because we'll have a bunch. We'll bring in 10 agents. Look, I'm being a part of it now. I'll get a house in Tupelo too.
You should.
So we bring in 10 agents, right? We bring in 10 prospective agents that want a great opportunity, whatever. We put them in one house together. They work together. They live together. They're gonna fight.
Oh man, it's
They're gonna
so great.
fight they're gonna do all kinds of
All
stuff.
kinds of shit.
And oh man, that would be full of drama and reality and oh man, so
It would
much.
It would be hilarious.
Well, listen, I'm happy that you came here today, and it's been fun already, and we're gonna go hang out after this and whatnot. But just kind of segueing into the insurance production now. Like you did well, but here's the thing: you were the furthest thing from, and you don't mind me saying this, you were the furthest thing from successful. You said you had $19 in your pocket, so even though it took you a year or what, like even at that timeline, some people their whole lives that switch doesn't go off, right? And I know you said it was the event that was the initial decision, but we still have to decide every single day, right? Coach Burt says decide means to kill off, right? You've got to kill off those old ways, and every day you wake up, you still got to kill them off. So like, walk us through kind of the journey. And I mean, some people they just, that switch happens and they never look back. Some people, I mean, I'll relate it to like, maybe alcoholism or something, right? You fall off the wagon and you get back on. You fall off the wagon, you get back on. So were you like, or you fall off the horse, you get back on, whatever. So were you one of the guys that's falling off the horse, getting back on, falling off the horse, getting back on in the beginning, or was it kind of a switch? And if it was a switch, how the hell do you keep that going and just decide all the time to keep at it? Because you're making more money than you ever have. You're in a good spot. Like it could be easy to get complacent,
Sometimes that's, like I said earlier, that's kind of the reason I came out here. Because it's human nature to get complacent.
Right.
You just have to have a different mindset to get out of that complacency. And do things outside of the box. What was the question again?
How do you stick with it, really? Because I was just trying to decide I was trying to figure out if you were one of these guys that kind of, fell off the horse, got back on, fell off the horse, got back on,
a couple times, but
or you made that decision at 8% and you kind of like stuck with it and now you're here. So walk us through, because like I said, I mean, there's people watch this. There's people that are already in insurance. They're in the right vehicle, right? Justin posted the other day. He said some of y'all are 3 foot from gold and you're going to stop. Right? I mean, it's going to happen.
Well, I've seen that before. I just saw like a Facebook post or something. People always quit right before their breakthrough, which is similar to what he was saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, really what it boils down to is I always, even when I was trying to be Tony Montana, I always wanted to be like my brother.
Yeah.
And
man, that's a feat, huh?
Maybe I felt like an outcast.
Good thing you're so much better looking, though.
Dude, I've done so much shit to myself. I think we're about even now. I've four-wheeler wrecks and face breaks and falls and stupid crap like that. So if I had never had a wreck or fallen on my face, he wouldn't even be able to hold a candle. I did that for him.
Yeah, right.
So
there you go. So you always wanted to be like Justin.
I did. I always wanted to be like my bro from a very young age. And really it was just not surrounding myself with him. So quick, small story. Me and my dad didn't have the best relationship, rightfully so, because I was trying to be Tony Montana. I was out drinking. I was doing all this. I was
What
partying.
does Tony Montana do?
He's a drug dealer.
Oh, okay.
Massive
for the
drug
viewers that maybe didn't know.
They all know what that is.
I just wanted you to say it on camera.
It's
we're going uncensored, so
it was just the shift happened. Like I said, when I went to 8%, it kind of just changed some things, but gradually I had to just take myself out of all the people I was hanging out with. I had to take myself away from them, stop going to dollar PBRs here. I went for probably 10 or 11 months.
Those dollar PBRs are a good hook, though, man. They'll get you in.
I drink them all the time now, but I'm not gonna.
I hear you.
I'm gonna stay away from like if I see old people come in, my old friends come in.
Old people.
Not old people. I love old people.
If I see old people come in,
I give them a card.
This guy sells Medicare. He's like, if I see old people come in, I'm fucking out the door.
I'm out the door. No, I don't even see me getting drunk. No.
If you see your old crew.
If I see my old friends, they will walk in and I will walk right out around them.
Right on.
I don't even want to fucking see them. I don't want to talk to them because I want them to see me kicking ass, mansions, yachts, kicking apps, mansions, yachts, cars. I want all of it.
Come on.
And it's it's gonna happen. I see it already. I see myself in the car already.
That R8, right?
Yeah, probably. It was a Tesla, and then I was like, I don't want the fucking Tesla.
Nah, Tesla's too easy, man. That R8's fresh, but I'll tell you, that's my dream car too.
It reminds me
You're
of,
gonna beat me to it.
Reminds me of Tony Stark.
You're gonna beat me to it.
Dude, you could get it already.
I gotta get another. I'm
just gonna get Justin to buy it and I'll pay him.
There you go.
Because my credit sucks.
No, better yet, get Heartland Financial to buy it and then drive
that works.
Right?
Let me write more hips, Nick Micheletti, man, and then you can put a good word in.
All right, so you see friends walk in, you walk out. I mean, do they send you text messages?
No.
Your
friends, they hate me too.
Your friends ain't gonna see this.
Those people I'm talking about, they hate me.
Yeah, because you ditched them.
They're just pieces of shit, and I let them know. I don't care if you can kick my ass. If you're a piece of shit, I'll tell you.
So what if you got friends that aren't pieces of shit, but they don't even hate you, but they do bring you down?
I motivate them. I
like
try to bring them up. I try to tell them, look,
So you just limit your exposure to them, though.
You have to. Yeah. People kind of like, it's just the average.
Yeah.
It's like annoying to be around. I want to be around the Justins, the Brads, the Ryans, everybody I'm around all the time, which is lucky that we've built that culture. But you kind of have to stay away from those people that because it'll rub off on you.
So on the contrary, how do you get them out? Like how do you get them out of aside from, I'm trying to get practical for people. This is like one of the hardest things people struggle with. You know what I mean? Is the people they're around, and they're bitching, and then they bitch to somebody that's going to bitch back, or they're going to listen. They're going to let them bitch, and it's just this freaking vicious cycle. Like, how do you get them out if they're not shitty people, and if you still do like them, but they still got to go?
You just got to tell them. You got to sit them down, and you got to say, hey,
get the fuck out!
This is something kind of nicer than that. I would say,
something kind of nicer.
Something kind of nicer, a little bit calmer. No, I would just tell them, you're trying to do bigger than average.
Right.
And that's the best way to put it. And then you just tell them, look, I cannot be around all this complacency all the time. Like, you go to work, you clock in, you come home, you smoke dope, you play games, you go to work, you come home, you clock. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. Right. It's a lame lifestyle. And, coming out here is actually it gets me hyped up because these guys are always doing something. They're going to the park to play ball, banging, pushing, shoving. If they're not working, they're doing something.
Yeah.
And then you just have so many people that are super, super complacent, and you gotta get away from them, not completely. Like I still, I'll still see some people every now and then for an hour or so, but it really made it easy on me because I got screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
I got screwed over, and I was done.
Right.
So here's how it went.
Hang on. If you want to hear that story, we're killing the Facebook Live. You got to watch this on YouTube after the fact.
That's right.
I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name. I'm here to teach these agents how to play the game. I'm a health insurance hustler.